Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us for another discussion of BMC's Footprints version 12. Today, we're going to be talking about how Footprints can help you manage your incidents and problem management processes using those workspace concepts that we discussed in one of our previous sessions. Now, I'm Gielda. I've been working with the solution for many, many years, and I'm here to talk about how those Footprints workspaces can help you manage your typical incidents or problems or other IT service processes very directly, very succinctly, and exactly the way you need them to. Unlike other solutions in the market space, Footprints works codelessly, which means the fields, the values you collect, the information that you choose to capture, where these tickets get routed, who gets notified, are all determinable by you without any code, strictly by using your mouse. And we're going to talk a little bit about those capabilities later down the road. But in Footprints, most folks are trying to set up their help desks, right? Their service desks, the ability for customers and users to be able to phone in or email in to contact you and request a service from you, even if that service is for break fix or if you're doing problem investigations, for example, taking that a little further and managing a problem request or some other type of ticket. So if I am a technician taking a request from a customer calling me, I may see my footprint set up looking a little like this. If I do, I'll scroll my screen out of the way so that I have access to a little more information here, and I will choose to tell Footprints to open up an incident record. Now, when it does this, Footprints is actually reaching into the incident management workspace. Right? And the incident workspace is designed to capture information for incidents. Appropriately enough, other workspaces in Footprints, as we discussed in our first session, can be managed using their own workspaces so that the right people see the right info. When I start, I'm able to capture details about my customer, who my contact is, right? So I can pick on me, for example, pull me back from my address book. The address books in Footprints for your contacts can come out of Active Directory, can come out of your favorite customer relationship management solution, can come out of another SQL data source. So if you're running things like PeopleSoft or other tools, you have the ability to import your customers, your contacts from there. Or like I'm doing, pulling the information directly from Footprints itself. This then populates the record about that contact. It allows me to see the history of that contact if I want to by opening that contact's record and allowing it to be viewed right inside of the ticket. This means I don't have to leave and go to a different system to do this. And it means that all of the history and all of the details about Greg, every ticket he's ever opened, would be available for me to see. Sometimes our customers are calling us about existing records. So it's nice to know that I can choose to open those records or even see every ticket that Greg has ever opened by simply going to what's called an impact analysis and viewing all of the tickets in Greg's complete history. Some of these are change requests, as you can see. Some are communications requests. Here we have a purchase order using a different workspace for those purposes. All of the functions that Greg has ever asked for are available for me here. In fact, I can even see these tickets related to Greg as what's called a visualization, which allows Greg and his tickets to be displayed with each other. I can open up any of these records that I want to just by hovering over it, choosing to edit or view or print that document. And this then allows me to interact with those tickets that Greg maybe has opened in the past or see that history of Greg right from here. So now I can see the ticket that Greg has had opened before for email not functioning the way it should be. So customers can call you directly to open up these requests. Customers can also email in to open these tickets. Every workspace, whether you're managing incidents or requests for service or facilities requests, as we talk about in other sessions, no matter what that process is, your end users can have the ability to email into Footprints and have a ticket automatically created in the correct workspace based on the email address they choose. You can also see that I'm capturing a tremendous amount of information about the tickets, right? I can capture any detail I want, so all of Greg's information is here. The title of our ticket, of course, is included, the ability to capture details about the description, the issues that our customer may be having today. We have an ability to capture our urgency and impact so that we can properly set a priority. which means very, very rapidly I can say, you know, this person is not working normally. They are unable to work, they're telling me. They're also saying, you know, it's one or more departments. We now have an urgent issue. This helps us avoid having this situation where everything is critical. As we scroll further into the record, you'll see that there's information about my asset here because Footprints ties into BMC Client Management, used to be known as Footprints Asset Core, giving me the flexibility to gain access to asset information right from inside of the Footprint incident record. And since most customers call about broken machines, it makes sense that I should have access to that very machine right from the ticket so that I can start and stop services, view details about the machine, or take other actions. Footprints allows us to, of course, capture internal notes so that the customers never see that detail. In this way, we can pass this information around between our technicians. And it allows me to assign not just one individual, but individuals, teams, or any number of assignees that I would like to. Footprints even allows us to enforce the rule of primaries. Right? If I have a primary assignee, how many assignees could I have as primary? We can make sure that Footprints forbids us from adding more. As you can see, it's telling me it could not add this assignee because I said I only wanted there to be one primary assignment. So whether I'm taking incidents and assigning them over the phone, or if I'm using information about the categorization of the request, the type of ticket that I'm capturing, either way, Footprints can allow me to automate this process so that I can get access to the info necessary and therefore send the request to the correct place and the right folks. If somebody needs to deal with your specific enterprise application on their laptop, you can ensure that the right teams are assigned to be able to handle these requests. Footprints will allow you to create other records too. So when we do incident work, sometimes we do problem management work as well, right? Problems become the root cause of why the incidents are occurring. Why are things breaking all the time? And Footprints allows me to link directly to other problem records if I choose to. So as you can see, I have other problem tickets here that I can bring back into Footprints and say, hey, this investigation of issues with email is why customers keep calling me, so let's open a problem record for that. Or if I don't want to link it, I can simply tell Footprints to create that problem record right from inside of the incident ticket that I began with. This gives me the flexibility to say these two processes are connected. Incidents oftentimes result in problem investigations. Therefore, I can capture the detail that I need in that problem record by creating that problem ticket. Now, any other types of requests or processes that you want to manage, a workspace can use. And as we'll talk about in some of our other sessions, workspaces can be used to capture not just incidents and problems, but also things like changes or facilities requests or other blank management processes that you have in your organization. So we want to thank you for tuning into this session where we discuss Footprints capabilities around incidents and managing problems and linking tickets. And we look forward to seeing you on our next session on Footprints version 12.